Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
I'm Bart.
Octomore 13.1.
I had to wear the Bear Bonga shirt.
It's been a while since an Octomore, but we're gonna
We're going to test it. Yeah.
Pete style.
Test it. Yeah.
The first Octomore we did 6.1.
Yes. Was that the white can?
Nope, that's black.
Black can.
Six.
Okay.
So the point ones are just
That's
ex-bourbon
right.
cask.
Yeah.
Then we did 6.3, which is the white can, the clear glass, or the kind of the smoked glass bottle.
Yes.
Those are the wine cask finishes.
Got it. Very interesting.
They've had some. There's other ones that like older editions.
Yes. Have you opened this at all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Me and Dustin and I tried this one.
Very good English.
Most Octomores are younger in age. They've done some older, I think up to a 10-year-old.
Okay.
This is a 5-year-old.
Got it?
Young Pete, right? You like it
Yo,
young.
love it. Yeah. The young peat means it's going to be poppy.
Cask type is bourbon, ex-bourbon cask. Barley origin, Scottish mainland. Barley variety, concerto.
Concerto.
I think it's concerto, but I think it's pronounced concerto.
Okay. I like combined.
Limited edition release 2022. ppm 137.3 parts per million.
Smells like an Octomore.
Ardbegs come in at around 55.
Yeah.
13.1, 59.2%
Good.
ABV. Yeah, we've
I
got
just had somebody recently say, "Oh, because it's not Octomore." My favorite peated whiskey is an Ardbeg, but I also like Octomores.
yeah. Now I can remember 6.1 when we did it, and $180, $190, and we were like, I don't know, is it worth it? It was good.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Is the price just going crazy? You can tell me.
You gotta
later.
wait.
Yeah, I know, but that's the deal. It's hard to wait. It's hard to wait. I'm not patient.
5-year-old natural color here, no chill
Good.
filtration,
Got some good color. Little Spartan helmet on there.
and just roasted nuts and peat.
With a slight chemical touch. I get a little bit of like a chemical side note.
Like a oil, industrial.
Could be. Yeah.
Antiseptic?
Yeah, a little bit of an antiseptic, maybe a touch of iodine in there.
Yeah.
And then a
No,
little bit of
yeah.
roasted.
Antiseptic, iodine.
Antiseptic, iodine, and then a little bit of a roasted nut.
Full, boy, it's a blast on the
Yeah,
nose.
it gets you. But that's the difference. So for the peat heads out there, again, the Ardbeg is going to give you those tobaccos, those earthy notes. The Lefroy's giving you a little bit of that lemon citrus on there. This is heavy antiseptic iodine.
Bruichladdich, by the way.
Yes.
Octomores are heavily peated Bruichladdich.
Heavy. They go high on the ppm.
So we've mentioned Ardbeg, Lefroy, all Isla distilleries. Bruichladdich, Isla as well.
Right.
So most of your bottles labeled Bruichladdich are unpeated.
Yes, that's what I
Then
was
there's
just going to say.
Port Charlottes, which
Yes.
are kind of a mid-peat, but Ardbeg level peat.
Yep. And they started the deal where they were buying Isla barley even, so you can get some Isla barley.
Yep. And then the Octomore editions. And the Octomores are the heavily peated Bruichladdich.
Heavy, crazy ppms.
All right. Cheers.
All right. And then we got a little barrel or a little stoppers. Oh, really? When you're ready to talk, I'll sip.
Boy. This one is it. It's all there.
That's good.
It's good. Like Bart mentioned, citrusy, vanillas, but a blast of peat as well. Sometimes they're 50-50 peat and citrusy vanilla. This one's 80% peat, 20% citrusy and vanilla.
With some sea breeze salt layered in
breeze.
there. I get a little salty sea breeze rolling in.
I got
Yeah, there is a little citrus lemon on the front.
like an olive, like a martini olive. Yeah.
I can see that.
Kind of little meaty, little savory, salty.
Well, this is some of the beautiful things about Scotch. Scotch runs the gamut. And so if you haven't tried peat, you probably wouldn't want to start here. But if you're a peat head or you really appreciate the peat, it's an interesting dive into the peat world because it's different. It's unique. It's strong, yet kind of light as far as like the weight of the whiskey. It feels light on the palate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, it's almost weird. It is. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if light is the right word, but it's like.
I think it is the right word.
It's not heavy.
No. Thus light.
All right.
I'm with you though. It's just, it comes off almost like a clean, crisp finish. And it is, the viscosity of it doesn't, it's not like it's weighting the mouth. There's no, I'm not getting any kind of like the velvety coating or anything. And at this ABV, I mean, it comes in as a
59.2.
That's crazy because it comes in as kind of a lighter touch mouthfeel with all of these ppm peats rolling in almost like a smoke that billows through, which is really interesting.
Well, I know I made a mistake too because I called this heavily peated. It's super heavily peated. Right there on the bottle.
I think heavily peated covered it sufficiently.
I
think
apologize.
It should have been. Next year it'll be super heavily octomorally peated.
Octomorally. It is, I did notice as well, still a 750. Of course, this is 2022 edition. I don't know if it took a while to get here to our market, how long 13.1's been available, but
I think it recurled my mustache.
So the peat, this is where heavily peated whiskeys hit me. It's on the finish because I'm still tasting
100%.
peat.
Yeah. Yeah. The beauty of almost all peated whiskey is you might have a minute to a 3 minute or longer finish.
Yeah.
I'll pour this, watch a movie, and one, my wife's smelling it wherever she's seated. And then two, I'll take a sip and just kind of enjoy it for minutes off of a single sip because that peat is just interacting with all my flavors and olfactory senses, and it's just quite the experience. And this is definitely that. Quite the experience.
A drop of water here, and I'm trying to, there's some really nice notes going on here besides just peat and citrus and vanilla. And it's just trying to discern some of those. There's other things here that are present. They're lighter, but just nice oak influence, nuttiness.
Yeah. Now I'm going to jump in here because something that we only learned when we were doing our 16 bottle shootouts, and we did a couple peat shootouts in a row. If you haven't tried this and you're a peat head, take several of your peat whiskeys, pour them, and sample them fairly quickly. You can still do a mouth rinse and some different things, but what you will be shocked at is the peat starts to move to the back, and you'll actually start to pick up these different flavors because everything you're trying is peat. And it was amazing. Try it sometime because everything's peat forward until you got all peats out there.
Yeah.
And then you're picking up different nuts. Because I'm getting that back as well. I almost have to try multiple peats together to actually start to distinguish them next to each other. Otherwise, they're so powerful and pushing to the front of the line, they tend to take over.
I'm picturing like a smoked pecan pie with a graham cracker crust. Heavy, like hickory smoked pecan pie.
There are some caramel nutty notes in there that are very nice.
Yeah.
I think what was interesting is when we did that peat shootout, I think we had some Octomores in there. And we didn't know what we were trying, but they didn't stand out. I remember, I think we did. But who knows?
Beef jerky, though, just came to mind, too, sitting here talking. A nice salted, dry, dehydrated, smoked beef jerky.
Was it from Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's?
I like Buc-ee's.
I like it.
Mall.
This is very nice.
It is.
And it's been several years, of course, since we did the 6.1. We didn't know if it was worth it. This one, this is a nice addition. There's definitely other stuff going on here besides just a heavily peated whiskey. Great job, Adam Hannett, the master distiller on this one.
Very good.
The old ones were what did I say, 180, 190 when we bought that one?
Yeah, we haven't scored yet, just in case it affects me. Did you give it a score?
No.
Score it and then tell me the price, because I don't want to be. I'm going to score this as a 90. I love the peat.
I'm saying 92.
Okay.
It's 2 points spread.
Peat. Yeah, again.
We're always 2 points
yeah,
apart.
we're 2 points somehow. But I tend to believe, not that they're not good, but they tend to charge a premium for these, which I will find a 10-year Ardbeg usually more appealing. But what's the price?
200.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what
But still, for 6-7 years,
I know. I know.
6-7 has gone up 10 or
But
$20.
you're saying 6-7 years, and I'm saying 10-year-old Ardbeg just knocks my socks off.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. I'm a peat head. I like it. Ugh. So
I would almost buy another. I'm saying for that even. It's really good. I really like it.
it's very good. I love it. I could buy 4 Ardbeg 10s.
3.
That's my problem.
They're $60 now, I think.
Damn it.
3.
Damn it. 3 with some. If I searched in the cushions of the couch, I could come up and get 4.
But they're not 59.2 either. So really it's about the
true.
same as maybe 2 bottles. So yeah, I mean, you're still getting.
As a peat head, you can't go wrong with it. I love the Octomores, but I'm not like an Octomore.
We could compare it with Elijah Craig.
Pull down an ECBP. Pull it down. See how it competes. Do you have an Ardbeg 10? Do you have an Ardbeg 10 handy?
That's back in the other room if I do. That's right. No, we're not
That's so much.
We're not going to compare it to Ardbeg.
I would have done it.
I think it's worth it. I think it's a great addition. It would be interesting to go back to 6.1 though now, if you had a fresh sample of it to see kind of how does 13.1 compare to 6.1.
Come over to my house.
And I think maybe my palate, yours too,
Yeah.
has developed.
It definitely.
You may have 6.1 now and go, okay, yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
more here than meets the eye.
I like the dark ones over the white.
Oh, I don't.
I
I know, I like the wine cask finish.
Me. I also like.
We need 13.3, baby. All right, go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up we call them barrel caps.
Barrel caps.
Help seal in the whiskey. You
pour
can
it.
keep this overnight.
Yep. You want to save it. You don't. It'll keep it from
Got a little
evaporating.
nice seal on there. Seals it.
Very, very good idea, and it saves you money in the end.
You can buy those, shirts, hats, glasses. It helps support the show, helps us buy whiskey. It keeps the lights on. Or you can go to Patreon.
And once you're on Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can support for $1. $2 gets you a shout out on the show. $3 you can send in a picture as long as you cover the pickle.
Scotch It.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.